Hi, I'm Michelle McGowan. I'm a podiatrist and I print 3D custom photo orthotics. So today I just want to do a quick overview of how to use the Bambu Lab P1S. They have a really neat feature in its software where you can actually print text on the actual printed device. So if you're new to the Bambu Lab like I am, I'm just kind of playing around with lots of little stuff. And this is just a quick tutorial on how to put, for me, I'm going to upload my own custom orthotic, put my name on it and my office website. So here we go. I'm just going to share my screen here and I'm going to go to the Bambu Lab software. And I am just really quickly going to start a new project. All right. So when you open the Bambu Labs slicing software, you just have a blank slate. I'm going to put my object. This is kind of a quick overflow, I guess, on the workflow as well. This is my orthotic. It is going to pop up on the build plate. Once it's on the build plate, they have this nice auto orient, so it flips it onto the correct side. I then want to rotate it in this Z axis so I can have it nice and flat and just fitting perfect on the actual build plate. Once I've done that, I'm going to flip the build plate over and click on the device. There is a really neat button and feature up here where you can see it says T. That is to add text. It's pretty cool. The text, there's all these different text fonts. I'm very lazy, so I just stick with what was the default. Size 7 font seems to work for me because for my office, my name is the Center for Ankle and Foot Care, which is pretty cumbersome to have all of that on the bottom. So I actually, for my practice, I put centeranklefootcare.com, which is our website, and the patient's name. So here we go. As far as what I'm going to put here, I'll put centeranklefootcare.com. And I will click on the actual orthotic and you can see it kind of pops up here. There is a spot where you can put the angle. There is a thing you can toggle over. I find that to be a little cumbersome. So when you first start doing this, just play with the numbers. Like I think 305.91. I kind of played around with it before. So but you can't see it right now. It looks pretty dark. This yellow little block is where you, if you want to move it up or back, it can, it'll move the text up or back. Now there's a couple key things you have to do to make sure that this prints into the device and not out 3D wise. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the left-hand side where it says text shape. You're going to right click on that and go down to change type. Once you go to change type, it's going to pop down a little drop down menu and you want to put negative part. Once you hit negative part, you're going to see it. You can see it light up. It says centeranklefootcare.com. Oh man, I spelled center wrong. Now it says centeranklefootcare.com. And one of the things I always say is you want to actually flip it over to make sure you don't see the text coming through. So for example, you have to put an embed depth. If I put something crazy like 10, it's going to pop up here on the top, which means it's going to go all the way through the device. I don't want that. I just want it to be almost like slightly engraved. I've played around with this. 2 millimeters seems to work. So you see it's not coming through. And then you see the practice name there, centeranklefootcare.com. If you wanted to add more text, all you got to do is go over, hit plate over here. So now you're on the device again. You can click on the device. You go back up to the T. Once you're on the T, you can actually put your font size. Again, 7 just works because my practice name's long. If your practice name is short, you could easily put, something, a bigger text on there. Again, I embed at 2. The text I'll put here, I'll just put my name, Michelle Allen. And then the other things you have to play around with again is, I wrote it down, I cheated, 305.91. That seems to work as far as putting it in the right where I want it to be. So now there it pops up, but again, you're not done yet. You have to remember to go over on the actual text shape. right click, go to change type, that drop down menu, negative part, okay. So if you have an embedded grave, a depth there, that'll work out great for you, the 2 millimeter. And I just again check to make sure it's not going through the top. Once that's all done, I have my centeranklefootcare.com, Michelle McGowan. I'm ready to slice. Once I hit slice, you'll see it's slicing. It takes a couple of seconds to slice. So that's what's going to leave. Yes, my fat head's in the way there. So when you see the sliced product, you can actually look over here on the side. There's a little toggle bar, and that's how it'll build. So it'll start there. You can see it's going to engrave the name and then slowly build up with the TPU. And then I just hit print plate, and I cheated a little. I already did it. So I'll stop the screen sharing and I'll try and show you what this looks like. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's engraved there very nicely. Centeranklefootcare.com, Michelle McGowan. I only printed part of it. I don't want to, I already have a bunch of orthotics because I was in the test mode the last couple of days just playing around with this. So, but yeah, it's actually a really cool feature on the Bambu Lab P1S where you can actually engrave your patient's name, or I guess, if you're 3D printing anything, you could put number one dad, I don't, but whatever. So I hope that's helpful. And that's it.